Hey guys, Lightning here, back in another video. Today we're going to be doing a friendship bracelet video, yay! And today's friendship bracelet is going to be the Chinese staircase. So this is a fairly simple friendship bracelet that you can do in a quicker amount of time. So it can be like, say you have a friend's birthday coming up, and it's like maybe a few hours before, or like a day before, and you're like, oh my god, I've forgotten to get her a present, or him. And so you want to make something. And this is a quick thing you can make. And obviously you can trade with friends, do it at camp, all kinds of stuff. So this is a simple friendship bracelet based on one knot. But yeah. So if you haven't already watched my basics of friendship bracelets video, the link is down in the description below. I talk about different types of threads, how to take care of your threads, and the measurements you'll be using for the threads. And I would recommend watching that before going too far in this video. So, if you have already watched that, yay! So I'm going to use two different colors. You can use any number of colors, but it has to be at least two, or it doesn't really look right. So, I'm going to use these two colors. So, what you're going to need is, as far as measurements go, you're going to need, I don't know what's up with my little thread here. It's oddly wrapped, but whatever. So you're going to need a wingspan. I'm trying to remember what the recommended pose. So you're going to need a wingspan of the color. This is because you're going to double it over, basically. Double it over, so it's two lines out of one. So you're going to want a wingspan, so that's going to be from fingertip to fingertip, and with your arms spread out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my measurement. There. I'm not going to make it this long because I'm doing it for the video. And I want to actually have it fit in the video's time limit. And use your handy dandy scissors to cut it. So basically all you need is two different colors with two strings. And you're going to cut the wingspan. So let me just wind my little ball up again properly. Because I like my things all nice and wound properly. Because I don't like them to be messy. But yeah, just going to quickly wind that up. And then I'm going to cut a wingspan at the other one. And you can, at this point, if you already have one cut, measure it off of the other one. And I'm going to do that because mine are rude. Mine are not quite wingspans for me. And then cut. Nope, don't fall on the floor. Oh dear. I'll pick that up later. So, once you have a string like this, you'll have your 4 threads because you're going to double it over the top and get 4 threads. So, I'm going to show you how to make a nice loop at the top. So if you're doing it on a D-clip or on a water bottle or something, you can just use the loop. So you're going to take your finger, like so, wrap it around the finger, and then pinch. When you see, pinch it like that. So you see that this is right now on top, and I'm going to wrap it around and put it through the loop. And then pull it however big you want the little loop to be. So see, now you have a perfect little loop. Do whatever you want. So one thing I've done, and I don't have a D-clip here, but I'll put it on a D-clip. So it's basically a ring. This is kind of like a D-clip. So basically it's a ring. This one's obviously an O-clip, but it's on a ring, and it'll go like so, and then close up, and then you can use this as a weight, tie it onto something, or whatever, and it keeps it still. The other way to do it is you can put it on a clipboard, or use tape, which I have a little piece of tape taped to my workspace, all ready to go. So you're going to tape it like right on the knot. So let me zoom in so you guys can actually see it again. So I'm going to tie it here, and I'm going to separate out the 4 strings. So we see we have 2 different strings of the dark blue and 2 different strings of the light blue. So what you're going to want to do for this one is, I'm going to move it back a little bit so I can actually have my hands in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep these 3 together and start with whatever color you want, and you'll keep the other colors together. So how you're going to do this is you're going to make a 4 to make, so basically this is all based on a single knot. So it's the 4 knot, or at least that's what I'm going to call it. So you make a 4 with the knot. You can see this is over the other string. And then you're going to lift up the string in the middle, or if you're doing it up in the air, you will pull your other string through the loop of the 4. So you can see now it makes a loop around my thread, and then you're going to pull it up to the top. And then you're going to do it again. 4, and then pull the tail through. 4, pull the tail through. And usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the tail steady. Basically, I have this long giant tail, and I'm holding it steady a lot further down. And so I'm basically holding it still so that it doesn't move. You can also hold it like this, do it on your finger, so on and so forth. You just choose your own way. But basically, you make the 4 and pull the tail through the hole. And you'll just repeat this until you... That's annoying. Well, I'll have to retape that. I hope I don't have to get out my duct tape. And I've already lost count of how many I've done. But let's see if I can count. So you can count it by the knots on the string, and or the threads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go to 10, I think, because that's way too short. So 4 through the hole. 6, 4 through the hole. 7, 4 through the hole. 8, 4 through the hole. 9, 4 through the hole. And that makes 10. And then what's going to happen next is you want to change colors. So it's got this pretty little spiral, and I'll show you guys up close when I'm done a few of these rounds. But it makes this cute little spiral. So what you want to do to change colors is you're just going to pull this one in and pull your other color out. And usually I'll keep it in a set of 3 where you can see distinctly that there's the dark blue, light blue, dark blue. So you're going to do, again, you're going to make a 4, and let's move it again. Lovely. So 4 through the hole. 4 through the hole. 2, 4 through the hole. Maybe. 3, 4 through the hole. And 4 4 through the hole. Maybe. Through the hole. 5, 4 through the hole. 6, 4 Can you tell I don't really like the tape method that much? Yeah. I'm gonna grab some duct tape. So I'm just gonna use duct tape because it's being a pain in the butt. Sometimes it will call for stronger tape, especially if you've used the tape over and over again, like I've done. And yeah, so sometimes you'll just need a little bit of stronger tape. It shouldn't mess with it, but I never really used duct tape before. But I'm just tired of it moving. So is it 6, I believe? So make a 4 through the hole. 6, 7. That'll be 7. 4 through the hole. 8, 4 through the hole. 9, 4 through the hole. 10. So we have both the colors done, and then you're just gonna pull the next one. At this point, you can tell. So you can see that this is all straight, but you can tell that you've used these two and not these two long ones. So you're gonna use one of the long ones now, the long dark blue one if you're changing colors, and you're gonna go again, and keep going until you run out of thread or it's the desired length. So yeah, I'm gonna speed do this, or at least it's gonna be speedy for you guys. It's gonna be the same normal length for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and weight that down because it's being annoying and my paper's popping up. And go ahead and speed do the rest of these. So 2. You can see at this point, it's getting too small for me to easily do. 9 and 10 maybe? 10. You can see it's just like this tiny little string now that I can no longer use. So that's going to be my last one. I'm going to lift up the tape, pull it out, and I get to show you guys. Oh. So, here's what we made today. And let's see if I can get it to focus. I'll turn it back on autofocus. Autofocus is back on. Mama. So let's see, can I get it to focus? Camera. Okay, it's not focusing, but let me see if I can personally focus it. So here it is. You can see where it gets in the spiral staircase. They certainly spiral around, makes this nice tight bracelet, or if you do it looser, it does it looser. Yeah, it got harder to do at the end, so it was a lot more loose. You can still see the tight spirally design. But yeah, so that's the spiral staircase. You can see how what was probably my arm length, so probably like 3.5 feet, maybe? No, 2.5. So probably like 2.5 feet long can quickly become 6 inches. So that's why you want to use the wingspan for this one, especially if you're going to double it over. But yeah, so that's the Chinese staircase. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to put it back out and focus. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, obviously leave a comment down below what kinds of friendship bracelets you'd like to see. And if you haven't already, go ahead and watch the friendship bracelet basics. Basically, I'll go over all kinds of stuff that relate to the friendship bracelets. The string, how to use the string, how to keep the string safe, or untangled, cutting, lengthening, and all that stuff is in that video. But yeah, so I hope you have a great day, and enjoy!